Welcome back, awesome action toy fans and subscribers. I have another Planet Green Valley figure here. Got delivered to my workplace yesterday, and so I'm reviewing it today for you. This is the E.F.S.A. Aviation School Armed Girl, Amy. First thing you notice is that she looks a little bit like a schoolgirl, but it is an aviation school, so it's probably just a uniform. Also, as I showed in my other Green Valley video for the blank figure, and I'll put that in suggested videos, looks a little bit like Zoe from Zombie Labs, but that's more similarity with the clothes and whatnot. But that's not a bad thing because Zoe is an awesome figure, and I'll put her as somewhere up here in suggested videos too. I really like these Green Valley figures, they are really good. On the back it has the same blump from the other one that I reviewed, particularly the security officer, I think. And again, I will put her somewhere up here in suggested videos. But the bottom part is different, and that says the Aeronautics and Astronautics Academy of Earth Federation, affiliated to the Earth Federal Space Agency, is a school specializing in training spacecraft pilots and astronauts for the space agency. So she is a student there. Well, we assume she's a student because it says girl, so we assume it's a student, not a teacher. But maybe I'm wrong. Nice thing about these, similar to Boss Fight Studios, you can just slide out the card once you've undone the tape on the side. And it's the same sort of big round those tape pieces you get. If I can find the lip on it, I'll get it off. Whew. Okay, here's the first one. And then the second one. Here we go. Okay, I'll keep that somewhere safe. And here at the bottom we have a breakdown of her parts, how they assembled, and also how to put her dress on, how to put a holster on, how to put her knee pads on, which is really, really nice that comes there. And instructions in Chinese and English: heat the joint before it's operated with pulling and insertion, or when it's too tight to rotate, otherwise the joint will be broken. So basic stuff we should know already about our action figures, our collectibles, is that we should, if a joint is stiff or stuck or tight, heat it first. I like to use hot water because it's quite simple, and then that should loosen the joint. It doesn't always work, but 90% of the time, 99% of the time, it's fine. Okay, so let's have a look at our figure. So she comes with leg warmers, kneecap pads, sidearm, assault rifle, 2 spare hands, which appear to be trigger hands or glove trigger hands. She has vest, hang down satchel from the vest. This part I'm not sure about yet. That is the holster. That is, what's that, a gas mask, face mask. That one I can't tell yet. Scarf and other straps. So there's loads of configurations you can make from this, which is awesome. So the variety is great. Let me just pop her out first. I'll come back to her. So these are the leg warmer type things. Fantastic paint apps on this. Now, as I say there, I find the one spot where it's got a white speck. Will that come off or is not? No, that's not going to come off. But yeah, the paint apps is great. There's like inking on there, which looks really nice. There's some depth of colour. I'm not sure you'll pick. Yeah, you can see that on the camera as well. So done a really good job on that. Well done. Next, let's take out the gun. So the pistol, tiny pistol, but lo and behold, it has got a drilled barrel, just like the Acid Rain stuff, which is awesome. That's one of the few things that's missing from Joy toys is a drilled barrel. That'll make them a lot better. And that's really small, so that's really good work there. Nice looking pistol, nice looking assault rifle. Doesn't look too big or overly large. Looks pretty cool again. Two-tone is sort of three-tone actually. This black and this sort of green that's been inked with maybe a sort of a muddy brown wash. That looks really quite cool. Spare hands, I believe they're mirror image. Let me just check. They're not quite mirror image. The right one is a little bit more gun grip than the left one. Both are articulated. Right is this way, left is that way. So you can hold the assault rifle nicely. Knee pads, again, good paint apps. Nothing spectacular, but they've been inked, so there's a shading there. The hang down attachable satchel. You have here her armored vest with the radio part on. That does look really nice. Again, simple paint apps just go such a long way. Looks so good. And the hang down satchel, which should hang down from somewhere, from inside. That's it. Clips on the inside, it will hang down. Looks cool. I don't want to tip it, it'll all come out and I'll be like, oh. Okay, so this looks like a thigh holster, or not a holster, sorry, a thigh bag. But I can't see where it is on there. Let me look on the white instruction sheet. I'll say thigh. It's definitely too big for the arms. So opposite leg to the not shown there. Opposite leg to the holster, obviously. Let's look at the holster. Yeah, definitely the opposite leg. I said definitely thigh because the holes are the same size. Holster looks cool. Let's do a quick gun test, just to see how well this gun is going to stay in the holster. It should be that way, actually. Yeah, that's very secure. That's good. Yep, here is the like the gas mask or rebreather mask or whatever. We have here, looks like just a neck scarf that goes around her neck. This looks like the same thing but different shape and color. If you don't want the vest, you've got these sort of straps you can wear. It looks pretty cool too. And then lastly, only one of these, and it appears to be a forearm pad would be my guess there, or elbow pad possibly. Okay, let's have a quick look on the picture again. Doesn't show that. Oh no, it does. I'm telling a lie. It's an upper arm, right upper arm by the shoulder, sort of armor piece there. Very, very cool. Okay, we'll come back to those in a second. Let's have a quick look at the figure and articulation, and then after that I'll pause the camera and I will sort of gear up a little bit and come back and show you. So sculpt, same as the one we saw before, I think on the security officer or maybe the blank, but it's a good sculpt, so it's good. In fact, the sculpt on the face I'm talking about, the body sculpt is slightly different because the clothes are sculpted on, but they do look good. It's effective. Skirt, it's a bit hard, the skirt, so that's going to really affect articulation. She does have underwear painted on, which you can see there. In fact, I'm not even sure the skirt comes off. In fact, it does come off, I'm sure, because I saw that in that white sheet earlier, which I'm going to check again. Just keep it on the table, shouldn't I, really? Okay, so let's have a look. So the skirt section, I see, does slip up and over when the body is in pieces. Though I don't really want my armoured troopers running around in their panties, so she can keep the skirt on. Okay, so left and right on the head, very good. Down and up is nice, but not so much on the backwards because the hair and the collar sculpt get in the way. There's tiny side to side. Shoulders, look at that. Really, really good in the shoulders. Like she's about to do like the crane kick from the Karate Kid. bicep bend. I'll be interested on this one. I think it's going to be really good. Let's have a look. That is a nice bicep bend. Look at that. Bicep bend is over 90 degrees. Great, great job. So on the wrists, same as the spare hands. The right hand is this one. Very good there. Better than me, in fact, I think. And the other way, maybe still better than me. Left one, it's just an in. And an out. The hands are stiff, but not too stiff. So I'm not scared of breaking them unless it's like a really thick gun handle. She has trunk, but it's very limited for turning, for twisting. Forwards, backwards is a bit better, and she has side to side. There is no waist, so it has to be trunk twist. Legs, again, this skirt is going to really get in the way. That's as far as she'll go outwards with the skirt on. Forwards, won't go very far. Backwards, won't go very far. So in fact, even doing a kneeling pose with her is going to be really, really hard because of that skirt. But she can do some good stances. Knees are a double kneecap, and she's got very skinny legs. So the skirt stops her going any further than that. That's really tight already. Feet, as you saw, she can do this with her feet, which is fantastic. There is no turn, which is a shame. There's an amazing ballerina, and she should have a pretty good, yeah, really good, in fact, Michael Jackson. Look at that. That's amazing. Awesome, awesome figure. So I'd have to heat her apart and pull her apart, since I don't want to risk breaking her, because it is quite hard to get. And then the skirt, as you can see here, can be pushed up over the body, which would free up her articulation. In fact, even though I push it up now, because it's higher up, her legs go slightly further out. This is really nice. Okay, I'm now going to pause this, and it will take me a few minutes to set this up, but for you it'll be like 0 time at all. And when I come back, she'll have some of her stuff on, and we see what she looks like. But before that, let me just give you a closer look of her as she is here. Just give me a second to go. Okay, so she does look pretty cool. A very, very nice figure indeed. Okay, let me pause this and then set her up and I'll be back in a moment. Okay, here she is, geared up. Took a little while, feeling a bit of cramp in my thumbs, like, moving these things up. It's worth noting, when she's got the vest on, if you put either of the scarves on, it becomes really hard, if not impossible, to put the head back into the neck peg. Because the raised vest means that the straps on the vest means that these parts can't drop low enough to stop the sculpt interfering with pushing the head into the socket. So that's one thing. I also changed the hand over to the gloved hands. So she's got everything on her now except her assault rifle. In the picture, she's sort of hanging off from her vest from like here, but there's nowhere for it to hang off that I can see, or nothing to affix it on. Okay, it's also worth noting that she'll lose, obviously, some articulation when having all this gear on, but she does look really quite cool. Let's see how she holds her hand. Just do the pistol first. The pistol looks really nice. It's only one colour, which is unfortunate. It'd be nice to have a second colour on it, but it's just so nicely done and scaled so well. Look at that. And her finger fits perfectly in there on the trigger part as well. Superb. She holds that really, really well. See if I can get a little bit of a pose going on. Let's get the head to turn a little bit. Pretty damn cool. Holds that very well, aims it very straight as well. This is a great looking figure. I can't recommend these Planet Green figures enough. I think they're still available on Big Bad Toy Store, BBTS. I got mine from lockertoys.com, which is a really good Hong Kong based seller, but I don't believe they're available on her Locker Toys anymore. Okay, let's see how she holds her assault rifle. Now the stock doesn't appear to be too long for hold it properly, to hold it properly, sorry. But the vest may get in the way. Now it's worth noting that my vest isn't clipped in on this side. It's really hard to clip that in properly once she's wearing it. So I didn't want to waste any more time doing that. Now the other thing to see about this assault rifle is the handle is a fair bit thicker and wider than the pistol. So I think she might struggle a little bit to hold this nicely because you have to bend her fingers, which I don't want to do. Let's see. Whoa. Well, she does hold it well, much to my surprise. Let's see how long the stock is. If I bend her arms, try and get in a pose. Yeah, the stock is not too long, which is a common problem. Very nicely done. However, now that her body armor is on, or etc., it becomes more difficult for her to hold it nicely. This is where that wrist articulation is going to come in handy. Or not, don't need it on this one. Let's see. Looks pretty cool. The only gripe I would say is with this skirt, action poses can be really quite tough. There are some she'll be able to get a couple of nice stances, but not as much as if she were in trousers or not wearing such a restrictive piece of clothing. You still get a fairly good stance for shooting here. Actually doing a shooting pose with the vest on might be problematic. Let's have a look. Also, before I do that, I just want to point out that the face looks okay, but when you put the mask on, those eyes really pop and you look almost real. Not sure if you can see the eyes on camera, but she looks amazing. Okay, let's see if she can do a shooting pose. I reckon that's going to be a bit more difficult. Oh. I think the vest is slightly too chunky to get a good shooting pose. I don't know, actually it's not bad. She can get one in just about with stock almost into the arm as well. That is pretty cool. So you can do a shooting pose as well. Let's get that down a little bit. Elbows to be down a bit more. Twisting, and this one can come up. Ugh. Just a little bit more articulation. Ooh, so close yet so far from getting almost a perfect shooting pose. She can do it, but it just looks a bit awkward with her left hand, or rather her left elbow. But she is almost there. You take the vest off and that'll be no problem for her. You see the arm's just a bit short there. Let's try that way. Or maybe if I bend the wrist in this way, let's have a look. Oh, look at that. The actual clip comes out as well from the rifle. Nice touch. Okay, I've got a good shooting pose that the gun is aiming slightly upwards. And almost kept it getting a nice height. Let's try that one more time. No, stay there. So close. Okay, so pretty good, but the stock's not quite into the shoulder, but still looks pretty damn decent. She's an awesome figure. I'm going to compare her to a couple of figures. First, I'm going to compare her to a E.F.S.A capsule toy, stroke lucky egg, skeleton android sort of figure, which I reviewed the other day, and if there's space, I'll stick it in the suggested videos. They are awesome. Size-wise, they scale very well. Must stop the horde, but with a forced perspective, he looks huge. Maybe I should change it the other way. No, he looks tiny. Okay, so size-wise, they do scale very well. So that's pretty cool. I'll compare it to one more figure. I use an acid rain prospector because she's one of my favourite figures and she's female. If we look at the guns, the acid rain one is bigger, slightly longer, and a little bit wider in not all places, but most places. Look at that, they scale so well together. If I take her helmet off, you can see that the Planet Green Valley is slightly taller. But the Acid Rain World one has a smaller vest, which means that she can do action poses easier, or slightly easier, I should say, than the Planet Green Valley, and still have the gun firmly in her shoulder, and because she doesn't have the skirt, the lower body articulation is going to be far more suited for doing action poses. And again, this space is just the videos. This is an awesome figure. It looks amazing. Matches very well with the other Planet Green Valley figure I reviewed, and even the blank, which you could paint up if you wanted to. I like her a lot. I should have ordered more than one. I've still got another 3 on pre-order, I think, that I'm waiting for. Awesome figure, worth getting if you can find one. I do highly recommend it. Okay, this is Awesome Action Toys. And I am signing out saying please like, share and subscribe. And I'll be back soon with more awesome action toy videos for you. Stay happy and keep collecting. And please click on the notification icon to stay up to date, okay? Bye-bye.